just first off, general thoughts on tonight's game against a really good Cleveland opponent.
Yeah, no, I thought we definitely started on time. I liked the way we came out of the gates. I thought a couple penalties in the first kind of took the wind out of our sails. Momentum shifted. But then I thought we finished that first period with some intensity, a couple good checks. Went into the intermission with a little bit of life in that sense, going 1-1. The second period, I liked the way we came out again. Obviously, getting up 3-1 was big for us. I thought that second power play, obviously, it was big that they finally capitalized on it, but I thought even the momentum and the energy that we built off that was big. They got one back. That's hockey. And then I like the way we mentally came out for the third. They had to push. Obviously, they got some shots through and shots on net. But overall, I liked our composure and I liked what we were allowing to give up for the most part. And then I liked the way we were trying to manage pucks, get some possession below the goal line in the O-zone, really be smart with some of our routes. And I thought that was the difference.
Adam's taken on a pretty heavy workload coming in here. What have you thought of his performance, making this jump up to the pro level?
Is that Adam Shield?
Adam Shield, yeah.
Yeah, he's done a great job. And, when he came in, we were just starting that eight-game road trip in two cities. He was thrown right in. And I thought he adjusted to that well, considering the circumstances. We got through that stretch of games. We were able to get 6 practices together as a team. I thought that was big for him. Not necessarily hockey-wise, but I thought getting to know your teammates, getting more comfortable with the communication, having some fun. I think those are things that, they just relax you, and especially in that position, you just want to feel a part of it. And he did a great job fitting in right away. Clearly you can see a more relaxed demeanor. He's letting pucks hit him. He's in control of his movements, and he's done a nice job.
Your schedule this year is pretty varied, and you have Cleveland coming in. What's that given this team in terms of being able to see a lot of different looks, not getting caught in, maybe, I don't want to say a rut, but when you're playing the same team so many times over and over, maybe habits start to build. What's that given your team?
Well, you know what? It's a unique year. We all say it, I'm sure, in every interview. We've all had to adjust, and we've all had to make sure we're flexible. The schedule has a lot of areas, or had a lot of areas of condensed games. We had 15 games in 23 days, and then we don't play for 12 days. And, I keep reminding myself the alternative could have been not having a season. So I think you have to take those things in stride, and you have to embrace the challenge. The other unique situation was we have played opponents 4 times in a row. 4 games and 5 nights against the same team. You don't typically see that in a regular season in the American League. But what it has done is those games, there's some intensity, there's some elevated moments, there's some exchanges. With, the playoffs not happening in that sense, I think you can replicate some of those areas of, 2 teams going at it for several nights in a row. Temperature rising a little bit. Those are all things that are good for the development process for our young players, and hopefully pay dividends moving forward.
Last thing, Nikita Scherbak tonight, pretty busy around the puck at different points of the game. What have you seen from him this season coming in, kind of as he tries to get his career really back on track here?
Yeah, highly offensive player, exceptional skater. When he's playing the game north and he's using his speed, using his frame to protect pucks, he can be very dangerous. And, like a lot of players, when those condensed games happen, he had to get through some bumps and bruises. And now to get him back healthy, I think he's had 2 very good games this week. And we're excited to build off those.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, Neil, just in the response category for you guys, it seemed like you guys handled the ebbs and flows of the game extremely well, where they would make a push and you guys really were staunch defensively. Just what's been your messaging all year long? Because it seems like this team at times is very unfazed when the momentum shifts as quickly as it might throughout the course.
Yeah, I think it's key to stay in the moment. Especially when we get up 1, you're in a good spot. They get one on the power play and it's 1-1 and you reset quick. It's a 0-0 mindset. And, I think the biggest thing is we didn't want to allow them to dictate the pace. It was important that we wanted to stick to our plan regardless of the score. And if we could execute that and accomplish that, we thought we'd given ourselves the best chance to win. Obviously, the opponent's trying to. They're trying to win. They have a plan. But if we could stay the course regardless of how the game was going, we thought that gave us the best chance over 60. And, fortunately, in the first two here, it's worked out in our favor.
And overall, just throughout the course of the game, it seemed like there were a lot of checks finished by you guys. Just from the game plan, it seemed to really throw Cleveland kind of off their game. Just how much focus was there on guys playing with that physical edge tonight and completing a lot of checks?
To be honest, I think Cleveland's a pretty physical team. And I think it was important for us not to shy away from the challenge. A lot of heavy hits on both sides, pretty clean hockey, competitive hockey. And that's kind of what we alluded to with Patrick. When you play the same team several times, temperature rise a bit, and that's okay. It's good for the sport. It's good for the fans. It's good for the players. As long as you're playing hard between the whistles. And I thought for the most part, there were some real good heavy body checks. And like I said, we built some life off of those going into the first intermission. And then I thought we had some real good, clean, hard body checks in the final 40, and even right down to the 6-on-5, us defending 5v6. We had a couple real good jobs eliminating the man from the puck, and ultimately it helped us get that empty netter.
Along a little bit of the same lines of just a condensed schedule, like we've been talking about, it's hard to win 3 games in a row. So what is the big challenge going into the final game of a series when you've seen a team twice now?
Yeah, reset quick. Enjoy it tonight. They deserve to enjoy it, but by the time you wake up in the morning, let's have that same mindset that we had today. Knowing we're going to have a hungry opponent on the other end. Let's not be satisfied. There has been a lot of ups and downs through this year as a lot of teams have challenges have faced. We want to put a little run here together. So it's important to get back to our game early. Start will be critical. And if we can do that, we give ourselves a chance for success again.